Howdy, welcome to the Unit 8 Summative Review. This is Mr. L. We're going to look at, this first video, we're going to look at simplifying some of the radicals with the bigger numbers. So let's dive in. Number 1, square root of 60. Remember, my goal is to look for a perfect square that goes into 60. I want the biggest perfect square. So on your paper, you might start listing the perfect squares, like 1, 4, 9, 16, all those, all the way down. Now the biggest perfect square that goes into 60 is 4. Okay, so what I'm saying here is the square root of 4 times the square root of 15 is the same as square root of 60. Well, the reason I choose a perfect square is because I know what the square root of 4 is. It's just 2. And then I still have the square root of 15. I just put them right next to each other. Moving on. Square root of 75. Alright, so think of a perfect square that goes into 75. I want the biggest one possible. So I'd start at like 49, no, 36, no, 20, 25 goes. So 25 times 3, so square root times square root gives you square root. The square root of 25 is 5, so I get 5. The square root of 3 is my answer. That looks ugly. That looks ugly. We'll do that in another video later. Alright, number 5. Alright, square root that goes into 140. Zoinks. 81 doesn't. Work my way backwards. 64, no. 49, no. 36, no. 25, no. 16. 16 does not. 9. I think 4. That's crazy. 4 times 35, actually. And square root of 4 is 2, and then 35. They might think, oh, 35, that's a big number. There's no perfect squares that go into 35. So technically that's already broken down as much as it could be. Number 6. 270. This one right away I see 9 is going to go into it. 9 times 30. 9's I think the biggest, it is the biggest perfect square. The square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 30. Again, find that biggest perfect square. Notice I'm including that radical sign every time when I break it down. That helps clear up any confusion whether I'd write 9 or 3 there. And brings us to number 7. And I hope you've seen the movie Ice Age with that little rat person that has the bushy tail, and his eyes always pop out when he sees what? That little acorn that he likes. That's pretty good drawing. But his eyes get big when he sees that little acorn little deal. That's what your eyes should do when you see a perfect square. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. Don't do the breakdown thing. Oh, 7 and 7. No, the key is, what is the square root of 49? You know that. It's just 7. Don't think past that. If you want to do, well, the biggest square root that goes into 49 is 49 times 1. Yeah, that's fine, but what I'm saying is the square root of 49 is 7, so don't mess around anymore with it. Here's how you deal with the letters. There's 6 of them. M times M times M times M times M. Get it? Okay. You want to circle pairs. There's 3 pairs. Remember, it has to be a pair for it to join the outside. There's 3 pairs. There's nothing left over. So my answer is just 7m cubed, which makes sense because 7m cubed times 7m cubed would give me 49m to the 6th. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Last one. Let's see. Oh, do you see it? It's another little acorn. 64. Square root of 64 is 8. And let's see, y. Sounds like you guys when I assign homework. There's 2 pairs. I got 2 pairs. Here we go. There it is, 1 through 8, minus 3 and 4. We'll go back to those later.